Welcome back. I'm your host, Barry Waxler, here with my co-host, Andrea Kay, and Urban Miaris, and our guest is Nicole Donnelly from Miramar Kitchen and Bath. Welcome, Nicole.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Great.
You know how excited I always get whenever we have anything related to
Anything related to
interior
the
design
home.
in the house. I'm just so thrilled.
Okay,
And everybody knows Miramar Kitchen and Bath. They know the tune.
that's right. Well, I'm not going to try to sing it,
No.
I
and
think that's what you said, Andrew. You said you would let me come on if you would sing it, or I would come
Did
on if
I
you would
say
sing
that?
it. Yes.
She's so nice.
You have to
Okay.
sing it.
okay.
Miramar Kitchen and Bath.
Thank you. That was great.
Uh,
No, I'm not
uh,
exactly your girl J-Lo, right?
yeah, no,
Like
J-Lo.
your time up at American Idol? Not the
Yeah,
same.
that's
Oh,
true.
well.
That's true. Well, we had a lot of good singers up there.
Yeah.
So, Miramar Kitchen and Bath. Tell us a little bit about your company.
We specialize in kitchen and bath remodeling. We've been doing it since 1991. We tell our clients all the time, we make it easy. We basically go in, take it all out, put it all back in, and magically you have a new bathroom and kitchen when we're done.
Yeah.
And it is like magic.
It can be.
For a
Sometimes the transformation.
Right, right. As all the listeners know, I am fascinated by interior design because I don't have a creative bone in my body, and it truly is an art to be able to take a space, particularly one that's kind of dilapidated, and turn it into something beautiful. And everybody's home is kind of like their sanctuary. At least that's how I look at it.
Hmm.
And for a woman, you know that as your clients, women, kitchen, and bath.
Absolutely.
That's the most important place for us in our home.
It's very
Well, I'm
true.
just glad you put Miramar in the title instead of Women Kitchen and Bath.
Well, true. I mean,
So,
yeah, because yes, it does involve men. But anyway, so how'd you get started?
I actually got started. My family is sort of in the industry. So when I got out of college, my dad, excuse me, was in the wholesale side, and he thought that this would be a good path for me. He knew a gentleman who had a showroom who was leaving the state, and he said, "Why don't you go in, take over the lease?" This is again, like I said, back in '91, and you can be a kitchen and bath remodeling company. And I was 22 years old, and I don't know what I was
Wow.
thinking. I just said, "Okay." And I think in the back of my head, there was part of me thinking I was going to be a business owner. So I would have this company, I would actually leave, like I would be a business owner. I would go do something else, and this business would just sort of magically run itself. And I learned pretty quickly that that's not how it works.
No.
So
yeah,
23 years later, I'm still here.
still there, doing a great job. Yeah, I remember running into your dad many years ago back in the '90s. Great guy, great
Yeah,
guy.
he
So,
is. He is. We're lucky he got sick in I think 1994, but he's still with us. Healthy-ish, retired in Vegas. He's great. He's definitely my mentor.
yeah.
Yeah, and what a great place to get to go visit Dad, right? Go
Absolutely.
have a little fun over there,
Hmm.
shake it off. So how long did he stay, and how involved was he in the beginning? Because I think being 22 and starting your own business,
Hmm.
it seems like I'd want my dad with me all day, helping me along. I mean, how did that go? What was the progress?
He had his own business to run, but because it was a complementary industry, since he was in the wholesale side and I was retail, we talked every day. It's probably how we bonded the most. But he wasn't there day to day running it, but he was there, a phone call away. So he was down in South Bay and I was off Miramar. But you can imagine family dinners. We talked about bathroom and kitchen remodeling. My poor sister, she knows
Right.
more about it than she'd ever want to know. But he has always given me great guidance, and not just to do with remodeling, but how to run a business, how to be ethical in business, how to be responsible, and that's really what's helped me the most, I think.
Interesting. So now you mentioned before the show that the market's changing a bit. What what makes Miramar Kitchen and Bath the shop we want to go to under the circumstances? What's changing?
Well, a lot of people, there's a lot of those DIY shows out there, and so there's some people that want to tackle this project on their own, and that's where some of the home centers are great. And we get a lot of people midway through their project, they realize they're in over their head.
Coming and cleaning up their mess.
Yes, or they've done it before and they realize how much work it is and they just don't want to deal with the headache. So with us, it's one-stop shopping. You come in, we have everything there on display. We pick it, we can put everything together and design it for you, and then we make sure it's going to fit and we put it into your house. It's a really easy process.
Oh, that is easy because, I having gone through a remodel, I mean, if there's one thing that could really tear up a marriage and a family, it's having, especially involving the kitchen, because it's
Hmm.
like you can't eat, you got to go out to eat. I mean, it's just really stressful.
We have a lot of people come in and argue in our
Oh
showroom. It's
no.
Yeah, we try to help put everyone at ease.
So you're kitchen, bath, and you're also psychology
That's
majors.
right.
Okay.
That's right. Absolutely.
You might need some Bon Affair in your showroom there to serve up a little
Not
bit,
a
right?
bad
Might calm things
idea.
down a little bit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we have to watch out. I don't know. I don't know if they have a refrigerator here to cool the stuff off. We need to chill it before
Right.
the show.
Well, I don't know that Nicole has a liquor license for her showroom either.
That's true too. Good
So,
point.
one-stop shop, and your marketplace is really, your marketplace is not necessarily up in the La Jolla's and Rancho Santa Fe's.
Hmm.
Your Middle America is really where you're looking to work.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
Now, why is that? Was that something that was always your strategy in terms of demographic early on, or did it just evolve to that because there's so much more of the middle?
Yeah, that again was my dad's influence. He said you work with the massive middle. That was his term because he said there are a lot of bathrooms in San Diego and that's what you're going to do work in. And there's
Yeah.
enough work for everyone.
Well, yeah, a lot of homes built in the 50s and 60s that really got some old, bathrooms and kitchens.
Yeah, I had a client come in yesterday and she said I have a really old bathroom. It was built in 1986. And I think, really, is that old now? But, 20, 30 years, that's about time. Some people wait 40 or 50, but
Yeah, isn't that true? That's like hearing your songs from high school being played on the oldie station.
I know.
Right?
I know. I know. Our kids are constantly saying, "Have you heard of Journey? Have you heard of it?" It's like, "Oh no, I can't believe that's the oldies now."
I've
uh-oh.
always been told that if you're going to upgrade your home and get your home ready for sale, two of the top areas you focus on are your kitchen and bath,
Absolutely.
uh, and then comes everything else.
It's very true. And
Yeah.
depending, a few years ago this wasn't the case, but if you put money into the kitchen, there wasn't a guarantee you would get it all back. But today they've shown that you're going to get about 120, maybe 110% back
Wow.
on your investment
Yeah.
for a
Wow.
kitchen.
Well,
Well, for
For
that's
women
those
who make the
people that are
decision,
for
uh,
those people that are thinking about selling and debating, I just trying to I'm trying to think who it was. I'll have to remember. But somebody was just talking to me about, do we want to fix the kitchen and bath up now or let the new owners fix it up? And
Hmm.
yeah, obviously they're going to get more money out of it if they fix it up themselves.
Which is true. It's
Yeah,
true.
well, the
so it,
majority of home buyers are females, and that's the
right?
two places they look first:
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
kitchen and bath.
Hmm.
Well,
I
So do
mean,
you
us guys, we look at a little pool table fit here, and that's where we go.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. So if somebody is thinking about selling, do you recommend that they come and then take a different approach because they're not going to be living there? So do you have a different design and consultation approach in that situation?
Absolutely. That's a great question too. And sometimes the answer is don't do anything, depending on when they want to put it on the market. Um, because sometimes people are planning on putting the market their house up for sale in a couple of weeks, and it's virtually impossible to do something that quickly.
right.
So yeah, but we have different plans that we can do. But sometimes the best thing is not to do anything, and we can talk pricing, and then they can give a credit to the new buyer also.
Wow. So
That's
you're
a great
actually
idea.
honest. You don't hear
We
about that a
we
whole lot in the
we
construction
certainly
business.
pride ourselves on that. Absolutely.
That's funny. You're listening to Close Up on San Diego Business here on KFSD AM 1450 and financialnewsandtalk.com. I'm your host, Barry Waxler, here with my co-hosts, Andrea Kay and Urban Miares, and our guest, Nicole Donnelly from Miramar Kitchen and Bath.
Yeah, and being honest in bringing integrity to the industry is also why you're the president of NARI, right?
Absolutely. So
So,
it's the National Association of the Remodeling Industry. We promote professionalism in the remodeling industry. And yeah, I don't know how I became president. One day it just happened. So this year is my first year as being president, and it's a great organization. I love the people in it. We also focus on giving back to the community. We've done charity remodels for the last 4 years, which has been great.
wow.
Really? I didn't
Hmm.
even know such a thing
Watch,
existed,
Yeah.
watch
charity
out.
remodels.
Watch out.
Ah,
Watch out. I can hear it coming from Andrea.
The
She's
wheels are
looking for her
turning.
own charity remodel.
yes.
No, so
This was the first year we actually had multiple people come to us and ask if we would help them. So we're still in the process of deciding what and when we can do this year.
well, that's
Yeah.
wonderful. Now,
Wow.
when you have that done, will you put that on your website so people can see that, or?
The narisd.org website. Yeah.
Oh,
Hmm. Wow.
wonderful.
And you also got an award for top 500 remodeling companies in the United States. Tell us about that.
Yes. Oh, well, every year there's a nationwide magazine that that goes through and interviews most of the remodeling companies in the United States, and we made it to the top 500.
Wow. Now,
I,
what is that based on? Was it quality of work? Was it reputation in the industry? All of
yes,
the
and
above?
longevity. Yes, absolutely.
Wow. Real quick on the trends. People are hoping you're going to talk about trends a little bit. Seems like there, for a while, everything in San Diego was all about Tuscan old world
Hmm.
design. Seems like things are trending a little bit more towards a modern look.
Hmm.
But yet, most of your house is Tuscan. I mean, how do you work with the shifting trends?
That's a good question. I know mid-century modern is very popular right now. Art Deco is coming back. There's a way to sort of do something transitional in most homes because if you have that Tuscan feel, or we all have California ranch homes, there's ways to bring it in. It's very difficult unless you're maybe in a loft downtown to become ultra modern. So we try
Okay.
to put things into your kitchen bathroom that go with the home but also reflect your taste.
Because to me, that's part of the what makes it so stressful is to not know how to bridge design elements and different styles. But you help the clients with that.
Absolutely.
All right, very nice.
Yeah. Well, I have to tell you, my hat's off from the standpoint of some of the awards you've gotten and some of the work that you've done. I've known your company for many years, but I remember when I was in the business back in the early '80s, anybody that could afford a business card could get in the business, and you had to watch out what you got.
Hmm.
So, doing business with credible people and credible companies is really important.
Hmm.
So,
And in about the minute we have left, we know that one of your other passions is the same as mine,
uh-huh.
Hmm.
and it's canine children. Everybody
Hmm.
knows I just adopted my baby Bo, half Shar Pei. He's a
He's
rescue.
adorable.
Thank you. I agree. Now,
Hmm.
you're involved in rescues, right?
Yes, we feel passionately about animal rescue. There's just such an issue with pet overpopulation in this country. San Diego's very good, but we still have a problem. So spay and neuter your pet and opt to adopt if you can.
Hmm.
And just a little note, the 4th of July is very scary for many pets, so please make sure they're
Yeah.
Right.
secured. They are not going to love the fireworks show as much as we do. So if you can leave them home, leave the TV on, secure your animals because the 5th of
That's a
July,
great idea.
yeah, it's one of the busiest days at the shelter. And so
Yeah.
and a lot of animals will jump fences and get out of cars. But through today, San Diego Humane Society, all 3 locations are offering free microchipping for anyone. So if your animal is
Wow.
not microchipped, please consider going down. So Oceanside,
Great.
Escondido, Gaines Street.
Wow, that's
Wonderful.
great.
Great
That's
information.
great. That's
Who
awesome.
knows how to book good guests?
Hey, that's
All
your that's your gig, baby.
right.
So, okay, before we go, we need to tell our listeners how they get in touch with you. Where do they find you?
Absolutely. We have a showroom just a half block off Miramar Road, 8454 Commerce Avenue. Our phone number is 858-271-8434. And our website, I'm sorry, it's very long, is miramarkitchenandbath.com.
And that's AND
Correct.
on the and. Wonderful.
Wow.
All right.
So, well, thanks for being with us,
Thank
and
you.
we will look forward to more information on Miramar Kitchen and Bath as time goes on.
Great. Thank you.
Great. Well, thanks. I want to thank everybody for listening. This is Close Up on San Diego Business, where we get up close and personal with homegrown San Diego businesses and the people that are working hard to make a difference in our community. We're at financialnewsandtalk.com. I'm your host, Barry Waxler. We will be back next week with more great guests. And all I can say is stay awesome, San Diego. We'll see you next week.
And happy 4th of July.
Yes,
Happy
happy
4th,
4th of
everybody.
July.